the let the Schrodinger equation in operator. Schrodinger equation in the operator. Schrodinger equation. So let us Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger equation in operator from is Schrodinger equation. What is the formula? Already before classes I am telling this equation part is also. So this is H cap J is equal to I H cat dou psi by dou t. So for example, you take this is the equation 1. Let us, this is also Schrodinger equation and Hamiltonian particle. So second one is let the Hamiltonian for a free particle is H cap is equal to p square by 2m is equal to minus h cat square delta square by 2m by 2m. So this is the 2m. We'll take this is the equation 2. So what is this formula? You have to this here minus h cat square delta square by 2m value 2m so 2m. So here this is p, therefore p cap is equal to h cat square by I delta is equal to minus I h cat delta. You say this. So this equation you simplify the here. Okay. Here to the p square value, you know this here. Hamiltonian formula h cap is equal to p square by 2m value. Here substitute the square. This is the square value. So here delta square here h cat square here this h cat square value and delta square value is also delta square value. If both values are square value, this p value. Okay. So remaining I square value mean minus 1. So minus 1 into h cat square delta square mean you value the minus h cat square delta square by 2m. That is the formula. Okay. So this is the equation. So equation 2 is equation 2 minus h cat square by 2m delta square into xi into r comma t is equal to I h cut dou psi by dou psi by dou psi by dou t into dou t into dou psi by dou t into r comma t r comma t. This is equation 3. So but here relativistic Hamiltonian for the free particle can be expressed as can be here, but relative state relativistic state relative state Hamiltonian 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 for for a free particle can be expressed expressed as expressed as h cap is equal to g plus h cap is equal to h cap is equal to h cap is equal to e is equal to plus or minus under root t cap square c square plus m square c square not c square c power of 4. So power of is equal to plus or minus p square c square plus m square c power of 4 into 1 by 2. This is equation 4. Okay. So here the formula, kinetic energy formula. Kinetic energy formula you have to substitute there. Here h dot is equal to Hamiltonian formula. Here E is equal to plus or minus under root of p square value c square plus m square c power of 4 is equal to plus or minus is simplify the square. This is the square, is that it cancel, is the root is that cancel. Here remaining value this formula. Okay. So this is the whole power of 1 by 2. You write that concept. So next so this is the Schrodinger equation in implies. This is the Schrodinger equation. The Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger equation now implies plus or minus the root p cap square c square plus m square c power of 4 of 1 by 2 xi is equal to I h dot dou psi by dou t. This is the equation 5. The equation 5, as we following the difficulties, that is you have to 2 points there. That is two points. That is the equation the equation 5 as the following as the following as the following two two difficulties. Two difficulties. One is the one is it is difficult to interpret the positive and negative sign. According to the quantum mechanics, the energy of the particle can change discontinuously and negative energy should be considered should be considered. Second one is it is difficult to interpret the square root of any operator. Any operator. If this difficulty is explained in the term of power series, then space and time derivatives becomes unsymmer- unsymmetrical from them. It is implies for the formulation of convenient theory. So this is the equation fifth. This is the equation fifth needs some modification as this equation lacks from the necessary condition for invariance under Lorentz transformation. Invariance Lorentz transformation. Therefore, that line garden adopted the following the method. Therefore, that line garden adopted the following the method. Equation. This is the therefore line garden line garden line garden adopted 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 the following the following method the following method. Equation 1 since equation 1 since h is equal to I h cut dou psi by dou t the operating the operating h cut on both sides and both sides h cap square xi is equal to h cap h cap I h cap dou psi by dou psi by dou t. Here the here I h cut dou h psi by dou t here since h cap and dou by dou t are interchangeable. interchangeable, interchangeable. Okay, interchangeable. That is, you have to. That is. That is. That is. I h dot dou by dou t dou by dou t dou by dou t into I h dot dou psi by dou t dou psi by dou t. This is using equation 1. Equation 1. Okay. So next h dot square h dot cap square psi is equal to minus h dot square minus h dot square minus h dot square dou psi by dou t square dou t square dou t square t square. The equation 6 is now as Clan-Garden equation or relative relative state state relative state Schrodinger Schrodinger equation Schrodinger equation. So equation is 6 is the h cap square h cap square psi is equal to minus delta h cap square delta h cap square uh, delta square by del square by psi by dou square psi by dou t square. Here equation is known as the Klein-Garden equation or the relativistic Schrodinger equation. That is equation is simplify the free particle for a free particle that is h cap square is equal to p cap square c square m square c power of 4. This is equation fourth. Equation 4. Okay. You simplify this. Already you know this p square value. Our p square value support this formula. Okay. Here. H dot by I delta whole square c square plus m square c power of 4. Here h cap square is equal to minus h dot square c square delta square plus m square c power of 4. This is equation 7. That line garden equation for the free particle. That line garden, the line garden, line garden, that line garden, that line garden equation, equation for a free particle is from wave particle from equation from equation 6 and 7. Equation 6 and 7. Okay. So this is equation 6 and 7. You have to substitute two formula there. So here h cap square is equal to minus h cap square c square and delta square plus m square c power of 4 into this is minus into xi is equal to minus h cap square dou square xi by dou t square. This is equation 8. Equation 8. Okay. So the above equation, the above equation the above equation the above equation can also can also express express expressed as delta square minus 1 by c square delta square 1 by c square delta square by delta t square minus m square c for square m square c square by h cut square into xi is equal to 0. That is that is that is delta square minus m square c square minus m square c square by h cut square into z. Okay, here totally here this is here is square. This is the you take the square box. Okay, so total value you take this, you say this value. You total this. So here square value means this is equal to delta square minus 1 by c square dou square psi by dou t square. Okay, so you substitute this one. So this is the formula. Here substitute this total value, you say this. After that you substitute here. The total value is a square minus square box. This is the my m square c square by h square square. Here also minus m square c square square by h square square into j is equal to 0. Okay, this is called the Klein Garden equation. This is the equation. This is finally Klein Garden equation. Okay, so this is the one question. Very very important that question also. So the next one is the next one the application of Klein-Garden equation to hydrogen atom. The next one is also very very important question. Application of application application of Klein Klein-Garden Klein-Garden equation Klein-Garden equation to hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom. This is also 10 marks question. Application of Klein-Garden equation to hydrogen atom. In order to understand the final, in order to understand the fine structure of hydrogen atom, it is necessary to understand the relativistic and non-relativistic expression for the energy of the hydrogen atom. Once I can repeat, in order to understand the fine structure of the hydrogen atom, it is necessary to understand the relativistic and non-relativistic expression for energy for the hydrogen atom. That is, consider the potential energy. Here we consider 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 the potential energy. The potential energy consider consider the potential energy, the potential energy, the potential energy of hydrogen atom, of hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen atom, hydrogen atom is V of V of R, V of R is equal to minus ZE square by R, minus ZE square by R. This is equation 1. Okay, equation 1. Equation 1. The hydrogen atom is associated with the hydrogen atom, the hydrogen atom, the hydrogen, hydrogen atom, the hydrogen atom is associated, yeah, associated with the Coulomb, the Coulomb field, the energy, Coulomb field, and the energy, the energy, the energy of a charge, energy of a charged particle, charged particles, charged particle. Okay, the charged particle can be written as can be written as E minus V of R, E minus V of R. The relativistic energy equation, the relativistic, the relativistic, the relativistic, the relativistic the relativistic energy equation equation is equation is E minus E minus V E minus V whole square is equal to C square P square plus M square C power of 4. That is equation 2. That is equation 2. So, but E is equal to I H cut dou by dou t comma P is equal to minus I H cut delta minus I H cut delta comma V is equal to Z e square by 4 phi epsilon naught R. So here already you know this is the E value, potential energy value, P value, here V value. The three which we are separated the equation, you can separate the equation 1, equation 2. Okay, equation 2. The above equation values above equations substituting 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 equation 2. So you substitute that value here I H cut dou by dou t plus Z e square by 4 phi epsilon naught R into psi into R comma t is equal to minus C square H cut square delta square plus M square C power of 4. Sorry, M square C power of 4 into J of R comma t. This is equation 3. Since the potential is since the potential is independent 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 of time independent of time independent of time independent of time therefore psi of r comma t is equal to psi of r comma t, psi of r comma t into uh, psi of r comma t, r, psi of r comma t is equal to psi of r into exponential minus minus I e minus I e t by h card, t by h card. This is equation 4. This is the equation 4. So here equation 3 equation 3 stands to e plus z e square 4 5 epsilon naught 4 5 epsilon naught whole square into psi of r is equal to minus c square h dot square delta square plus m square c power of 4 into psi of r. This is equation 5. Equation equation 5. The equation 5 the equation 5 the equation 5 can be solved by can be solved by can be solved by equation 5 can be solved by considering special spherical polar coordinates. Consider spherical spherical coordinates. Spherical coordinates. Okay. So this is the spherical coordinates is psi of r comma theta comma pi. R comma theta comma pi is equal to capital R into small r, capital Y into LM into theta comma pi. Okay, the simplification of radical equation, the simplification of the simplification the simplification of the radical equation, the radical equation, the radical equation radical equation 1 by r square 1 by r square into d by dr into r square dr by capital dr by small dr minus l into l plus 1 by r square into r square into r is equal to r is equal to 1 by c square h card square h card square m square c power of 4 minus g plus jd square by 4 5 epsilon naught into r into r into r whole square into r. This is equation 6. This is equation 6. So, this is the equation 6. Here equation 6 reducing the non-relativistic radical equation 6 reduce reduced to reduced to non-relativistic relativistic non-relativistic radical radical equation radical equation radical equation for hydrogen atom radical equation for hydrogen hydrogen atom hydrogen atom. The more concept the more concept of this would be would be dis- discussed in the unit. Next is the discussed unit of 14. Discussed unit the 14 your textbook. Discussed unit the unit 14. Okay. So here consider 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 I you have to two formulas there. The reduce the non-relativistic radical equation for the hydrogen atom. More concept of the this would be discussed in the unit. Here that is the unit is the 14. Your textbook. So here consider the two formulas there. Our two formulas is one is two formulas there here. Here one is E is equal to E dash plus mc square. E dash plus mc square and 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 jd square by jd square by 4 5 epsilon naught r is epsilon naught r is very small. The compared to the compared to mc square the compared to mc square uh, rho is equal to alpha r rho is equal to alpha r where alpha square is equal to 4 into m square c power of 4 minus e square by e square h card square that is gamma is equal to z square by 4 5 epsilon naught r r 4 5 epsilon naught is here c h card. So here r is equal to c h card. You say this. Okay, that was subject there. So here comma all lambda is equal to 2e gamma 2e gamma 2e gamma ch cut alpha ch cut alpha. Okay, ch cut alpha. Then equation then equation then equation 6 then equation 6 then equation 6 sorry for disturbance. So equation 6 is 6 is 1 by 1 by gamma square into d by d rho into rho square into dr by dr by d rho plus lambda by this lambda by rho minus 1 by 4 to L into 1 by 4 L into L plus 1 by L plus 1 minus gamma square by rho square r is equal to 0. That is equation 7. Here equation 7 can also expressed 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 as expressed as 1 by 1 by rho square into d by d rho gamma rho square into dr by d rho plus lambda by rho minus 1 by 4 minus s into s plus 1 minus gamma square sorry, s into s plus 1 rho square rho square uh, s into s plus 1 by rho square into r is equal to 0. This is equation 8. Or it is should be noted that or is be it is it is it is it is should be it is noted noted that this should be noted that L is L is L is the orbital quantum number. The the orbital quantum number quantum number the orbital quantum number and the orbital quantum number, and S is spin quantum number. S is spin quantum number. Quantum number. Okay. So here that is the uh, L is this is the L is the orbital quantum number, and this is the spin quantum numbers. You have to both quantum numbers you have substitute this L into L plus 1 minus gamma square is equal to S into S plus 1. S into S plus 1. This is equation 9. Here the equation the equation the equation 7 is valid. The equation 7 is valid if sigma is equal to n dash plus s plus 1 and n dash is equal to 0 comma 1 comma 2 dash dash. That is equation 10. The non-negative and make here non-negative negative the non-negative and the non-negative and make R of R finite at the origin. Finite at the origin. Finite at the origin. Okay. So the value of the S can be the value of S can be obtained from can be value of S can be obtained from equation 8. Equation 8. The equation 8. Okay. That is equation 8 or 9. You see that. That is the equation 9 number. Sorry. This is the equation 9. Okay. Equation 9. So that is S is equal to plus or minus 1 plus into 1 plus 4L square plus 4L plus 4 gamma square 4 gamma square by 2 1 by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus or minus L plus 1 by 2 minus gamma square 1 by 2. This is equation 11. This is the equation 11. Okay. The equation 11. Here, this is the equation S is equal to plus 1 to plus or minus into 1 plus 4L square plus 4L plus 4 gamma square by 2 whole power of 1 by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus or minus into L plus 1 by 2 whole square minus gamma square whole power of 1 by 2. That is the formula. You have to three points. You have to 3 point that. The 3 points is one is L greater than L greater than L greater than plus plus sign leads leads to plus s and plus s plus s and minus sign leads to minus s. So second point is L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, if L is equal to 0, based on equation based on equation based on equation 9 equation 9 based on equation 9, comma s is negative s is negative and s is negative and function s is negative and function r comma r diverse divergence 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 at the divergence at the origin divergence at the origin. Okay, so third one is if gamma is very small s is s is closed s is closed to 0 s is closed to 0 s is close to 0 and considering s is closed considering s is equal to minus 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 1 -1 sine -1 in sine. Okay, so here the equation the equation 10 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 m square c power of 4 minus e square 1 by 2 is equal to 1 n dash plus 1 by 2 plus L plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square minus gamma square 1 by 2. Equation how much? Equation 12. Equation 12. So here this equation you write this one only. So here this equation you write this is equal to n plus 1 by 2 plus under 1 by 2 plus L plus 1 by 2 into 1 minus gamma square by 2 into 2 into L plus 1 by 2 L plus 1 by 2 whole square 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 by considering by considering by considering considering n dash plus L plus 1 is equal to n. Considering n dash plus L plus 1 is equal to n, and and this equation we write this. Okay, simplify the equation. Here 1 minus gamma square by 2 into L plus 1 by 2 whole bracket. That is, you say A. This is A. Okay. This is A. That is A. Okay. So equation 10. Sorry. Equation 12. You observe the equation 12. Observe the equation 12. Here the equation 12 can be E square gamma square by A is equal to m square c power of 4 minus e square extends to extends to G is equal to mc square into 1 plus gamma square by A minus 1 by 2. Here E is equal to mc square into 1 minus gamma square by 2a 2a plus 3 gamma square 3 gamma square 3 gamma square by a square. Here is equal to mc square 1 minus gamma square a inverse by 2 plus 3 gamma power of 4 a power of minus 2 by 8. This is denominator values, you will change the numerator. Okay, this formula E is equal to mc square here uh, this is E is equal to mc square into 1 minus gamma square by 2a plus 3 gamma square by 8a square. So your numerator value is the same. Your denominator value, you have two values there. Here a value and a square value. You will change. The next step is mc square into 1 minus gamma square. Denominator a value will change the numerator. So here a value numerator is denominator is a. You change the numerator value, that is a power of minus 1. Okay. So plus 3 gamma square by a square. The denominator is the a square value. You have to a square value. That is, you will change numerator. So that is the a power of minus 2. Okay. So minus 8 minus 2. The expanding the a power of the expanding the expanding expanding the expanding power of minus 2 by binomial series binomial by 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 binomial 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 series binomial series and neglecting binomial series is neglecting other terms neglecting other terms. Okay, so that is here mc mc square mc square mc square 1 minus gamma square by 2 n square 2 n square 1 plus 2 gamma square 2 gamma square by 2 gamma square by 2n 2n to l plus 1 by 2 l plus 1 by 2 l plus 1 by 2 plus 3 gamma power of 4 by 8 n power of 4 8 power of 4 8 power of 4. So 8 into n power of 4 is a total bracket. Okay. So similarly, mc square mc square 1 minus gamma square by 2 n square minus gamma power of 4 by gamma power of 4 by 2 power of 4 2 gamma power of 4 2n power of 4 2n power of 4 into n by l plus 1 by 2 l plus 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2 3 by 4. This is a total bracket. You have to equation 30 equation 30. So the first term of the equation 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 the first term equation 13 the first of the equation 13 is called rest energy rest energy rest energy rest energy and and second term second term the second term the second term represent represent represents non-relative state non-relative state relative we state non-relative state energy energy expression energy expression of the hydrogen atom hydrogen atom. Okay, so the third term is the third term, third, represent represent represents relative state relative state relative state correction relative state correction relative state correction which removes which removes 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 L degeneracy L degeneracy 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 degeneracy. This is also called the this term is this term this term is also this term is also called term is also called fine structure fine structure fine structure fine structure term fine structure term of hydrogen hydrogen atom fine term hydrogen atom. Here this is the total terms you have to equation this. The first and second term, this one is you have to the number of terms there. This is the first term and the second term, and this is the third terms. You have to three terms there. The first term is the equation is called the rest energy, and second term is the represent the non-relativistic energy and expression of the hydrogen atom. The third term represents relativistic correction, which removes the L degeneracy. The term is also called the fine structure term of the hydrogen atom. This is also 10 marks question, is very important. Okay. So next one is next one. Next one is very important question. This is also 5 marks question only. Dirac relative relative state relative state equation. Dirac relative state equation is also 5 marks question. Okay. So here the direct relativistic equation for the free particle can be obtained by the recalling the basic energy equation. Recalling the basic energy equation. The Dirac equation. Dirac relative state equation here. So this is the Dirac equation. Dirac's relative state equation for a free particle free particle free particle can be expressed, can be obtained, can be obtained, can be obtained by the, can be obtained by recalling, recalling basic energy, basic, basic energy, basic energy. Okay, basic energy equation. Okay, so this is the recalling the basic energy. That is G is equal to, G is equal to plus or minus, plus or minus C square P square plus M square C power of 4 into 1 by 2 into 2. This is a equation 1. This is a equation 1. The by replacing the E and P, the replacing, the replacing, the replacing E and P, the replacing E and P, the replacing E and P is equal to E extends to I H cut dou by dou t, dou by dou t. Here P extends to, P extends to minus I H cut, minus I H cut delta. The waves equation, the waves equation, the wave equation, the wave equation now implies, the wave equation now implies, now equation E psi E epsilon, that is equation 2. From the above equation is the square root, from the above equation is the square root of any operator is not defined so far, not defined is so far. Therefore, the Dirac modified the above equation. Therefore, therefore, the Dirac modified, modified the above equation, above equation, the above equation as, the above equation as C square P square P square plus M square C power of 4 power of 4 is equal to C into bracket alpha x px plus alpha y py plus alpha z pz pz plus p pz plus beta mc square, beta mc square power of 2 here. This is only beta mc. This is C. Okay. So this is, you say, equation 3. Equation 3. The equation 3, the equation 3 is valid if any is valid if any following the condition, any following the conditions must hold here. The alpha x square plus alpha y square plus, sorry, alpha x square is equal to alpha y square is equal to alpha z square is equal to beta square is equal to 1. We say this. Okay. Next to alpha x alpha y plus alpha x is equal to alpha y alpha z plus alpha z alpha y is equal to alpha z alpha x plus alpha x alpha z is equal to 0. You say this. Next, alpha z beta plus beta alpha x is equal to alpha y beta plus beta alpha y is equal to alpha z beta plus beta alpha z is equal to 0. This is 4 equation. You have to 4 equation. Equation number is 4. Equation number is 4. Okay. So it should be noted that it is should be noted that the alpha and beta the anti-community